We're in the second last heat for this one because
yes, Athens!
A little bit going on this workout, as you see on the bottom of your screen there. This is ultimately a 3-round workout. Each round starts with 25 crossover single unders. Each round ends with a handstand walk up the ramp, down the stairs, up the stairs, down the ramp. In the middle is the weightlifting. Different movement and different weight each round, different reps as well. First round they got 15 reps with the snatch at 70 kilos. Second round 12 shoulder overhead, 90 kilos. Final round 9 squat cleans and 100 kilos.
As we continue
in heat number 2, the fastest time was 8 minutes and 12 seconds. And we'll keep that in mind, as well as the top finisher from this heat, because in the final we're gonna have quite a battle for the top 2 spots and also the final spot on the podium. Kind of stay wide on the top seated men here in the middle of the floor early on. Ultimately, it's the handstand walk up and down the ramp, up and down the stairs that's going to make the difference for athletes in this event. That's a skill that at the highest level, athletes have become very proficient with. But as we've watched here throughout the day in a variety of different divisions, not all of the athletes have the same capacity for that. I apologize for the camera. Trying to fix that real quick. Come on.
3 reps.
Hopefully you get that out of the way early on. Hands up for a few of the athletes on the snatches, and then we're going to find out real quick who amongst these men has this skill.
Go, 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 go. Nico, go.
Dmitry Gurin in the white shirt over there, the first athlete to attempt it in this heat. Saw an incredible lift from him last night. God, what is that?
Cleared the first round.
Over the ramp stairs, no problem.
And the second round, back into crossovers. This is your current leader.
Gurin is actually second in the heat, way down in lane number 2. There was an athlete who did it extremely fast. We'll catch up with him in the second round. Several of the men make this look fairly routine. There are over 100 men competing in this elite division. These guys are in the top half of that field, and here we see a couple more able to knock it out. With this many athletes in the field, one of the things that's going to come into play is that if you have a bad performance, you can give away 50, 70, even 100 points relative to a competitor who has a good workout. So the more men that we see in this heat that are successfully navigating his handstand course means the potential for a lot of good times to influence that podium race later on. This is the athlete was in the lead for the first handstand walk. I believe it's Nicholas here in lane 2. Dimitri on the far side of the floor also taking a rest on this middle set of barbell movements. 12 shoulder to overheads, 90 kilos.
3 reps for Nico.
3 reps to go for Nico here.
Dimitri is done.
Finishes up. You'll see him on the handstand walk on the other side of the floor. The guys working on it now are still in the first round. And there are several of them.
Number 23.
I want you to see this guy. He had a really nice handstand walk in the first round. Now, that doesn't guarantee anything here. Dimitri is in the white shirt, and he has just cleared the ramp down there on the far side of the floor. I know it's small. That shoulder overhead can certainly affect a handstand walk going straight from that shoulder to overhead into the, but no problem once again for Nico. He gets across as Gurin on the other side of the floor navigates the second set and is now the current leader.
All right,
Dimitri needs to get this in one attempt if he wants to stay close to Dimitri, because the squat cleans absolutely will not be a problem for Gurin, and a lot more difficulty than he had in the first round. Shoulder stability, not what it was in the first round, but great composure there. Works his way up and over, and 2 rounds
Now
of
we got
for
this
Nico.
third round of crossovers.
Nico Rakkonen racing up and over the ramp.
Has made his way back to the crossovers.
3 more guys working on the handstand obstacle course here in the second round. Well done there. That'll work. And Dimitri Gurin is on to the squat cleans.
Dimitri making easy work at these 100 kilos. 2/3 of what he lifted yesterday. Light weights.
Lorenzo
There's Gurin in the white shirt ripping through the squat cleans. $150 kilos for his complex last night. Only 100 kilos here for some squat cleans.
Let's go, Dimitri.
Let's go, Nico.
Only athlete on the squat cleans at this point. Several other men are working through the crossovers, and then they'll have to change their weight.
Neck and neck, neck and neck. I got 3 reps here left for Dimitri.
Nico now working on some squat cleans. Great, deliberate there, standing it up. Making sure not to get a no rep. There are about 6 or 7 head judges on the floor for the final, making sure that all these athletes are moving well and with integrity.
And he is done.
We're at the 6:20 marks, and Dimitri Gurin's time is likely going to factor in the final. This has been a very impressive performance. First fail on the handstand comes here in the final round. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting those feet up high enough to find the balance. Ooh, that right hand comes inside a little bit. Fatigue setting in. He glances on the floor. He sees there's no one else down there. 3 days of competition, 10 total scored events available. It's not just this workout, but the total accumulation of the volume from the weekend for all these athletes. There we go. That's more like what we saw in round 1 and 2. And as you see, nobody else in this round.
Separates him from victory.
Dimitri Gurin, Kleshnikov team, looking to set the time to beat. 7:15 on the clock. 8:12 was the previous best. And Gurin will likely give us a nice celebration here. 7:26, new time to beat. Mark that one down for the final heat, 7:26. We did see an 8:12. Let's see what Nico Rakkonen has here. He was racing over it in the second round. Competed up at Turantomio Paiva last September. First met him there. 7:54 on the clock. He can still beat that time from the previous heat. I told you he races up the stairs, and there you go. Nico Rakkonen sprint to the finish, and 8:01 on the clock. And you love to see the urgency on the finish. Every second counts.
Yes, yes, yes.
7:25, 8:01, and 8:12. The top 3 times through 3 heats. Nico, far side of the floor. Not quite the sprint, but he gets across at about the 8:20 mark. 90 seconds to the time cap.
90 seconds, athletes.
This athlete's in his second round. This athlete is in his final round. 1 handstand walk to go, 1:20 to get it done.
Ahora lo conseguimos, una vuelta más.
Long rest here, a couple athletes over there successfully navigate the course. They're heading back to their jump ropes.
1 minute.
This would be the final movement here for another athlete looking to finish underneath the cap. And he will run across at about the 9:13 mark.
9:16.
Pink shirt going for his final ramp clearance. And it's set to finish out his 2024 Athens Throwdown at about 9:26. Here comes another one. 9:31. More and more finishers getting in. 9:39 over there, big hug, celebration.
Cars closing it
And
out.
32 lanes on the floor.
So let's see.
10
Good clearance there. He's got to go back to the jump rope though. Squat cleans for days over here. 5 different athletes repping 2 foods at the end of the workout. Several finishers in that heat, joining a couple from the previous heat. And once I tell you guys about the podium race later on, you'll see how much that could come into play. Dimitri Gurin, 7:8:25. He could rock it in, flexing for the camera, right over the 8-minute mark. Top 2 scores in that heat, 8:12 from the previous heat.
Yeah, Brian, it's t-shirt from us,
Oh, hell
Team.
yeah, man. Thank you.
collective team,
Yes, yes.
giving you respect and say
Congratulations,
hello.
everyone.
Thank you, Dimitri. I love you guys, man. Great to see you out here.
See you soon.
Yes,
Thanks for
yes.
awesome commentary, great competition, visual. It's
All
looking
right,
great.
it's going to be that magic
It's,
moment, that magic moment
lovely
when
to
we
see
are
it.
in our
Yeah, man, I love it.
As the
All right.
public, we're gonna
See you,
open
brother.
the
See you.
gates.
Good stuff. You too. Great work this weekend. Really kind words there from Dimitri. They brought a gift for both me and Joe, a t-shirt from the Kleshnikov team in Russia. Shout out to all the friends I got over there. Natalie, Andre, Alexander, Aijan, Lynn, Camilla. All right, we're gonna set the stage for the final. 32 men on the floor.
Στη VIP Arena,
Lane 1's gonna be Stavros
όπως το κάνουμε κάθε χρόνο.
Zivakos. Lane 2, Igor Born and Gunsteinstein. Lane 3, Stavropoulos. Lane 4, Mateusz Stepankowski. Lane 5, Vasilis Arampatsis. Lane 6, Spyros Dragonis. Lane 7, Joseph Iranjuts. Lane 8, Giannis Chrysopis. Lane 9, Yorgos Marnikis. Lane 10, Vedas Silogeni. We're gonna skip down to lane 21, Chemkan Tonga. Lane 22, Dimitris Fortois. Lane 23, Charalampos Pavlidis. Lane 24, Dimitrios Velanos. Lane 25, Dinos Memlika. Lane 26, Daniel Saris. Lane 27, Marcin Zibash. Lane 28, Serafim Burras. Lane 29, Boris Nalbantov. Lane 30, John Ray Hernandez. Lane 31, Francesca Mota. Lane 32, Moreno Uchedo. But we're gonna go to the center of the floor and give you guys a preview of the athletes who are in the top 10 and contending for those podium spots. Gotta get down to lane number 11. Federico Giovanni, currently sitting in 9th place overall. He's been really putting on a late charge and climbing up the ranks. Next to him, Milos Jovic in lane number 12, but he's sitting in 10th place overall. And then the rest of these guys are really in podium contention. Vasily Sukalani on 179 points. He's within 19 points of a podium spot. Bartosz Zarembowski out of Poland, 174 points. He's 14 points out of that podium spot. Lane number 15, Christos Diavros. He's in 8th place on 194. Has fallen back a little bit. Other side of the floor, in lane number 20, Lampros Zaporas, 7th place. He's on 179, 19 points off the podium. In the middle of the floor, we got our top 4 guys. Antonius Borantes, who was leading not that long ago, has slipped down to 4th on 171. Isak Petrides has been surging up the leaderboard. He's there in the white shirt with the belt. He's on 160 points, and he is the podium gatekeeper. Those 5 guys, 19 points for one spot on the podium. All of them are chasing the 2 guys from Bosnia. They're on either side of Antonis. Misho Papak, right in the middle of the floor here, currently 2nd place, 107 points. Georgi Juric, no shirt on, Talking to the gentleman there who works on the staff. He has, for the first time in the competition, taken the overall lead, and he's got a 17-point lead, sitting on 94 points, the only man under 100 points through 9 scored events. And he's going to try to lock up a top spot on the podium. He's been competing for a while, was top 10 at the Fall Series Throwdown last December, won the Belgrade Games last year in its inaugural edition, and he's looking to become a 2024 Athens Throwdown champion. Augustin Velishnik giving him some pointers there in the background. Augie Velishnik and Rock Derinovic taking the team championship earlier today. This is what's on tap for the final heat of the final division on the final day of 2024 Athens Throwdowns. We're inside the Video Olympic Hall. Back from the 2004 Olympic Games, they had the Taekwondo and martial arts events here. And a 3-round workout, 25 crossover single unders. At the end of each round, they have the handstand, ramp to stair, stair to ramp, and in between that, barbell. First round, 15 snatches at 70 kilos. Second round, 12 shoulder overhead, 90 kilos, and final round 9 squat cleans at 100 kilos.
In 10 seconds.
10 seconds,
6,
we're underway.
5,
Men's final.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
25 crossover single unders should go quick for most of these guys. It's the handstand obstacle course that's going to be the decider. If they all have that dialed in, then the barbell matters a little bit more. Misha Popak extremely fast out the gate.
To 15 snatches at 70 kilograms.
So Popak, no shirt on the right. Georgia Juric, no shirt on the left. Antonis Kouratis looking to reclaim a podium spot, but Isak Petraidis in the white shirt behind Georgia there, currently occupying that 3 spot. As I mentioned, 5 guys within 19 points. We saw some fast times in the previous 2 heats and a lot of finishers. So if Isak gets hung up on the handstand walk, there is opportunity for several athletes to do something about it. Hands starting to go up in the air. We're going to find out real quick about Isak Petraidis' capacity on this handstand obstacle course.
3 reps.
We have over here also Silas Kristas, 3 reps, 15 maneuvers.
It is Patridis, and this is going to be the telltale sign. If Isak manages both of these well, it's bad news for everyone else who has podium aspirations. Christos on the right, Antonis in the black, and Petridis no issue at all.
19 in the white, your current leader.
Let's see how the stairs go here. Christos kicks up quick. Antonis quicks up quick. Miso Popak coming towards us. Georgia Juric the same. For Popak and Juric, it's just a matter of not screwing up. They have a huge lead over the rest of the field. But Isak Petridis, done with 25 crossovers in the background, he'll be the first to start changing the weights. Overall leaders, and Popak just tripping a finger on the top stair. Juric, cool, calm, collected, and he locks up the first round in about 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Popak gets up the last stair there, and 1 round done. They do not have to go across the lines. They just have to get their hands on solid ground on both sides of the obstacle. Isak Petridis here, looking to climb onto a podium spot. He was outside the top 10. He moved up to 8th. He moved up to 5th. He's now in 3rd. He's been surging extremely hard and unbroken on the shoulder to overhead, jogging towards the ramp. No mercy for the rest of the year for Petridis so far.
Your man with the white shirt front and center. I want you to tell her. Makes its way over.
Good rep there. Barbells in the air for the shoulder overhead for most of the other contenders. Christos done. Bartosz in the blue tank top, right side of the screen. No rep for Isak. Antonis Levantis, the closest man to him.
As he has to go back for answers.
Second in the heat right now.
Lane number 17.
Isak, another miss. Petridis needs to gain composure here. Here comes Bartosz. Right side of the screen. He's in striking distance. Christos coming. Antonis misses. Isak misses again. Bartosz Arzembowski, right side of the screen, looking to kick up. Isak Petridis does finally lock it in. Antonis locks it in. George Juric, smooth as can be. Bartosz, good rep. Here comes Popak. These guys are the leaders on the floor, everyone we're seeing. Again, 8:25, the fastest time in the previous meet, so a little bit of a dazed look there. Juric with his first miss. Christos gets it done. Lampros Sapunis gets it done. He's no shirt outside of Petridis back there. First and second place. The first and second fittest men in Bosnia. Both struggling there. And Isak Petridis onto the squat cleans. Middle and left of the screen, white shirt, 1 rep done. That's another rep, fast cycle speed and then 100 kilos. So squat clean, Popak gets it done. And Juric only has a 17-point lead on Popak. If he gets stuck up here, Michal Popak still could take down the competition overall. Antonis on the squat cleans.
Squat cleans, ladies and gentlemen.
3 more reps for Isak. Bartosz getting into the squat cleans as well, and Lampros. George Juric, the overall leader, is stuck on the second stair to ramp here. Needs to get up there, that stair. This is huge if he locks this one in. Good try, it's done with the squat cleans at the 5:20 mark.
1 more rep separates Petridis from the winner. Eyes on the white, lane number 19.
Bartosz, right side of the screen. 2 reps to go. Isak kicks up, first man attempting the ramp in the round number 3. And a no rep once again. All he needs to do is take his time.
For Isak. Barantis, this could be an opportunity.
Antonis Barantis finishes his last squat. Bartosz Arzembowski finishes it. Bartosz sees his opportunity, and he's going after it. You love that spirit. Antonis is up. Isak is up. All 3 guys want a podium. Isak barely giving the rep. Bartosz, no problem. Antonis is coming, and he's good. Christos Yavros, he could factor in. Lampros, no shirts. He's kicking his way up the ramp. Christos is good. Bartosz comes down. Last rep for Bartosz. Last rep for Christos. Last rep for Antonis and Isak and Lampros, all with 1 rep to go. It's going to be a handstand walk. Bartosz Arzembowski is going to take the win. But Isak Petridis will hold on to the 3 spot. Antonis is in. Lampros is in. Bartosz with another event win for the weekend. Isak Petridis taking care of business. Christos stuck on his last rep. Michal Popak, an opportunity still. He was 7th here last year. He has the chance to knock Juric off the top of the podium. But he needs to get in. 4 guys are getting in, and he needs those positions. Juric done with his squat cleans. 4 finishers coming in. We're at the 7:08 mark. Still nowhere near the top time from the previous heat. This heat has absolutely obliterated the final. Popak, if he wants to win this competition, he's got to hit this now and hope for a lot of help. Michal Popak gets it done. He had a 53-point lead over Isak, so no jeopardy of giving up the podium spot. The only question is, does George Juric have what it takes? 17-point lead over Popak. No times from the previous heat have passed yet, so all those times we were talking about could factor in if he struggles here compared to like he did in the second round. If he's able to do it like the first round, he will walk away as the champion. And first attempt in the final round, the veteran, the professional, George Juric is going to take down the Athens Throwdown 2024. So the drama was there. But in the end of the day, the guys who came in did enough, I believe, that George Juric will stand on the top of the podium. Michal Popak will stand on the second place. 2 athletes from Bosnia. Alex Katulis, past champion, taking care of talking to his buddy. Antonis Barantis has been great all weekend long. Bartosz Jarzembowski will get credited for the win. And Isak Petrides right here, talking to his judge, did enough to lock the 3 spot on the podium. Wow. Still athletes working on the floor.
90 seconds.
Great work, Isak.
Athens, 1 minute.
Milo Jovic was in 10th coming in. He's got a few squat cleans to go. He has had a great weekend himself. Vasilis Sukolani will get a top 10 finish. Great weekend, Vasilis. Last 2 reps are for Milos. He won the first part of the first event this weekend.
40 seconds.
Last 40 seconds to go. Last squat clean for him.
The final 30 seconds, Athens, of your 2024.
Federico Giovanni gets across prior to the time cap, locking up a great weekend himself.
20 seconds.
Federico Giovanni actually had the heaviest lift last night at 155 kilos. Milos finding his balance.
7, 6.
Good rep at the buzzer. And we are 3, 2, 1, and the Athens Throwdown 2024 is in
Athens,
the
bring your hands
books.
together for your elite band.
Big crowd still on hand. It's past 9 p.m. here in Athens, Greece. And we've got a champion, Georgia Juric, second place for Misho Papak and Isak Petrides. Getting it done, really surging on the final 2 days. To go from outside the top 10 to claiming a spot on the podium for Greece. Temkan, great to see you. Temkan Tonga, great competitor from the Eurasia Throwdown, coming over to say what's up.
Hello.
You over goes.
Do you know who won the heat?
Wait,
Do you know who won the heat?
the heat or the competition?
No, the heat.
Bartosz, George Zambowski.
It was the second, wasn't it?
Congrats, Georgia. Great work this weekend, man. Antonis, a pleasure to watch you compete, man.
Me too, thank you.
Very good. How old are you?
29.
29, dude. You're
I
good.
was in Milan too, full series.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah.
Great to see you
Nice
again.
to see you again.
Yes, great work. I get Ron Jönsson sign right representing Iceland, a huge contingency of athletes. One of the Greek athletes here, Dimitris Votva, with his son out on the competition floor. Love to see it, giving Lampros Sapunas a hug. Lampros didn't get a ton of coverage on him, but man, was he good this weekend. Probably a top 5 finish for him. Bunch of the Greek athletes right there. Award ceremony coming up next year. The champions in the team division, Rak Derknovic and Agi Velishnik. 2 of the great Greeks right here, Yorgos Karavis and Anastasis Artemis, and Maria Natasi there as well. Out here watching there. They've been in every one of these things. Yorgos has competed in every one, champion in the past. All right, good job, Milos. That'll do it for the 2024 Athens Throwdown. Thank you to all the volunteers, judges, organizers, fans, athletes, sponsors, everyone who makes events like this possible. 1,200 athletes, 29 divisions, 3 days of competition. And then the elite division, it'll be Karen Frey and Georgia Juric, who are the 2024 Athens Throwdown champions. I'm Brian Friend, and the next time you hear from me, it'll be the CrossFit Games semifinals from Lyon, France. Take care anywhere around the world you are. And until the next one, be friendly, our friends.